They didn't notice her at first. When she stepped down from the transport pod, her boots landed softly on the cold steel of the Galactic Council's landing bay. No escort, no banners, no military formation. One human, alone. Her name was Aria Vale, but that name meant nothing to Galaxy then. She was just a lone figure from a backwater death world called Earth, arriving late to a war she didn't start but would soon end. The guards at the gates didn't salute. The council's chamber didn't stand. The Grand Varnak, a six-tentacle bureaucrat with enough arrogance to fill a moon, barely acknowledged her presence. "You were not summoned," he sneered, his translator unit humming with contempt. "Earthseat was revoked after your people refused to obey evacuation protocols. You're trespassing on sovereign council grounds." Aria didn't flinch. Her voice was calm, colder than the void. "I came to deliver Earth's answer." Some laughed. Others scoffed. One delegate, a sharp-spined Solari general named Krinthal, leaned forward with a predator's smile. "Let me guess. You'll unleash one of your primitive armies? Throw rocks at our fleets." Aria's gaze pierced him. "No, I will burn your war." Silence fell. The chamber, once buzzing with smug superiority, shifted. She wore no armor, carried no weapons, just a dull black coat, scorched at the edges. Her eyes were tired, not from fear, but from the weight of knowing too much. She pulled a small metallic sphere from her belt and placed it on the floor. It expanded silently, unfolding into a holomap, an intricate, live-feed network of the galactic front. Hundreds of red blips marked enemy fleets. Then, one by one, those blips blinked out. "What are we seeing?" hissed the Drenari diplomat. "Those are frontline fleets. Entire armadas gone." "Correct," Aria said. 23 of your invasion fleets no longer exist. Earth's counterstrike began 3 hours ago. I am here to ask for your surrender." The chamber erupted. Threats, denials, outrage. "Impossible!" someone roared. "You're bluffing." Aria waited. She knew they'd underestimate her. They always had, until it was too late. A sharp buzz rang out as an urgent council transmission cut into the chamber feed. A trembling Varnak aide whispered something to him, and his greenish skin blanched. The transmission flickered on. Footage poured in. Ships disintegrating mid-space. Weapons turned against their own command. Entire fleets vanishing into what could only be described as folds in space itself. "They've hacked our hyperspace anchors," the aide said. "They're rewriting jump coordinates. Entire fleets are jumping into suns." "That's not hacking," Aria said. "That's precision warfare. That's Earth using technology we never wanted to show you. We warned you. For centuries, we warned you. This is an act of terror," the Solari general snarled. "No," Aria replied, stepping forward. "This is an act of memory." They didn't understand. They couldn't, because the Galactic Council didn't remember the Soul Accord, didn't remember the last time Earth went to war and left the stars scorched. They didn't remember because Earth had buried that history, hidden it, ashamed of what it had done to win. But Aria remembered. She had been chosen precisely because of that memory. Not a soldier, not a politician. A keeper of Earth's forbidden past. The Council demanded to know how a single world could outmaneuver fleets that spanned galaxies. Aria showed them. Satellites that lived in the folds between time ticks, AI that evolved faster than light, weapons coded to target arrogance and hierarchy, not coordinates. "This is impossible," said the Grand Varnak, sweating now. "You don't have the resources." "We didn't need resources," Aria replied. "We needed a reason. They had given it to Earth when they annihilated the colony on Lyra 9. 17,000 civilians, scientists, children, burned for being in the way of progress. Aria walked to the center of the chamber. Her voice dropped to a whisper, but it was the kind that silenced galaxies. We came to the stars with open hands. We shared medicine, energy, fusion drives. You called us naive. You stole our tech. You enslaved our outposts. You killed our people. Her hand trembled as she unlatched a small disc from her wrist. The chamber lights dimmed as it activated, revealing a single, quiet scene. A child's toy spinning in zero-G. A lullaby from Earth playing softly. Then the explosion. A colony erased. A human child's laugh cut off mid-note. Aria's voice cracked for the first time. That was my niece. The silence was suffocating. Not even the Solari general spoke now. This is not about vengeance, she said. It's about remembrance. You will remember her. You will remember every name you tried to erase. You will write them in your temples. You will teach your spawn not to forget. A new signal pinged. Another fleet gone. The Varnak dropped to his knees. What do you want? He whispered. Aria looked at them all. One human, alone, surrounded by empires that had ruled for millennia. I want your surrender, not just in words, in culture, in mind. You will never govern another human. You will not interfere with Earth's colonies. You will pay restitution to the survivors. And most of all, you will dissolve this council. And if we refuse, someone dared. Aria turned her wrist. A second command hovered at her fingertips. The galaxy held its breath. Then I unleashed what came before me. And trust me, she let the words hang like gravity. I'm the polite one. It didn't take long. One by one, the delegates knelt, not from fear, though it clawed at them, but from understanding. They had awoken something they couldn't comprehend. Aria left without another word. No triumph, no parade, just the same slow walk she'd arrived with. She came alone but not empty. She carried the weight of 17,000 souls and the memory of what humanity was willing to do when pushed to the brink. She never gave her rank, never named her division, because Earth had none left. Not in that war. They had no armies. Just Aria, just remembrance. And that was enough to end an empire. Years later, statues would be built, not in her honor, but to serve as warnings. Her name would echo in every galactic language, not as a monster, not as a hero, as a lesson, a reminder that humanity, for all its warmth and music and love of stars, was still forged from fire. And when that fire walks alone into your hall, do not ask for her credentials. Do not ask what she represents. You already know. You just forgot. She came alone. The galaxy will remember her name forever.